I've been waiting here for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. I'll have to check my cameras and make sure.
I literally just pulled up.
Good.
Waze took me on some crazy back roads. We're back out at the JP shop. We are gonna do like a post off-roading inspection of the RubiBEAST from our last trip. If you missed that video, check it out. The link thing up here and in the video description. Make sure you check it out. It was good times for great calls. First annual Crawling for Canines event at Roush Creek. So yeah, really good time. But we're gonna do a post off-roading vehicle inspection. Looks like Keith's already started. He's down there. That's him right there. Yeah. Behind the scenes there, Keith?
He's pointing the camera.
I know. He's doing some behind the scenes. Beast Synthetics. The JP shop is now going to be a retail account for Beast Synthetics. So if you want to get your AMSOIL oil change or your diff service done here, well, JP shop's got you covered. You act like you're busy.
I am busy. I'm going to act like I'm busy.
All right, we're out with Tracey. 15 minutes late. I was actually early for once. So I'm busting a little bit today. Normally they're busting on me. Today I get the bust back.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna go over a post four-wheeling or off-roading vehicle inspection. Tracey's gonna show you what you should do. You don't need a lift, we're just using a lift because, well, we're at a shop. Why not use a lift? It's gonna be easier for you guys to see it too. And then we're gonna be installing this Factor 55 winch hook and this new Factor 55 fair lead. And then I just want to show you real quick. I mean, look at their stuff. I mean, their stuff is incredible. Their products you can get here at the JP shop. Visit them on the web at thejpshop.net. All this stuff will be on there. It may not be on there now, but stay tuned. I'll have links for it in this video description. So hopefully soon. Hopefully before this video goes live, it'll be on there. The website is still a work in progress, guys, because, well, we're doing it all ourselves. You know, Keith's working on it, Gabe's working on it, and Tracey's working on vehicles. Oh, look, we found something already, guys. That's why it's important to double check everything after you go wheeling. I'm actually I'm 2 trips, and I haven't checked anything until now. But
So how are your fender liners holding up?
they're doing pretty good. We got a little bit of rub on the front, but that's to be expected when you have 13.5 wides.
Yeah.
You can see some rub up there, but so far so good. I'm happy with the rough country. It's definitely priced right. And what you're using them for, well, it's holding the mud in. It's not keeping the mud from going into your engine.
Yep.
But that's what they're designed for. And it looks nice. So, all right, so far we found that. Also from our wheeling, which I don't think I put this on, I probably did this on Instagram story, but we got bloused with a rock here. As you can see, our Rock Slide Engineering step slider saved us. I actually had to get a pry bar. I pried this enough to get it open because the steps were locked up in there. But we're gonna drop the step and we're gonna bend that out a little bit further. And Tracey just installed a set of these yesterday.
Yes.
And they actually have like extra armor for these steps now.
Yes, they do.
It's like a $500 upgrade option.
And it's worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll have to see
heavy.
that.
It's
Yeah,
nice
look at
and
that.
heavy.
Yep. But that legitimately saved the body of the Jeep.
Because
that was a nasty hit.
really, if you mess up that armor, all you have to do is buy more armor, not buy a whole new step.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we got a little control arm bracket there. It's getting whacked a little bit. To be expected, but all, not a lot of damage.
Getting the control arms a bit. Yeah.
Not bad though.
Definitely getting this, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a stupid design right there.
Oh, I would agree.
That could be problematic. I could see that in the future being bad.
But if you got a vise and some 4-inch stock of metal, you can easily bend yourself a plate for that.
Yeah, we might be coming up with a solution for that soon. What's another good thing you would check, Tracey?
every single bolt that has to do with any of your lift components. I mean, you just want to look, you want to do your visual inspection first, make sure there's nothing that's either broken, loose, bent. What I like to do is I always like to put a wrench on every single part that we touched, or every single part that's on the vehicle that has to do with the suspension or something like that. So even if we didn't touch the control arms, I'll still check the control arms and make sure they're tight and all good.
And then would you check the diff fluid and all that too? Since we did submerge this underneath water.
Yes, which is super simple to check. You can just take out your fill plug. You can either look in there by eye, or you can stick your finger in there and see if anything's murky. We've got other plans for that.
Yeah, we do. There's a video coming soon, guys. We actually, you know, I've seen and I've heard horror stories about going four-wheeling and then ripping this flange and just tearing this back, and you're losing your diff oil on the trail, and you could be miles and miles away from where you need to get to. Solution, we're putting new diff covers in, massive diff covers from MotoBuilt. So stay tuned for that video. Once we get the RubiBEAST back on the ground, we are going to re-torque the wheels. I'm curious, they're going to be way out of spec.
I don't think they
Oh, I think they will be. No. Guarantee it. Because honestly, when you install new wheels, you should literally just take it out for like a 5-mile drive, bring it back, and they're out of spec.
Yeah, these have been off before.
Yeah, they have been. True story. That's raw size. All right, well, we're gonna let Tracey go over all the nuts and bolts, and we will be back. If we find something, we'll show it to you guys. So nothing too crazy, just the passenger side lower shock bolt was loose. So now we're gonna check the wheels. Everything else was pretty good. I would say it was a little out of spec there, buddy. Woo!
It's a clip. There we go.
Yeah. You want to make sure all the dirt is out of the wheels too, like mud, clumps. You don't want that sitting on the inner lip of the wheel.
Or outer lip.
Or outer lip. I mean, you can visually see the outer lip, so I would hope they wouldn't leave clumps of mud in there, but you got to make sure that, because otherwise you're going to think you have a really bad wheel that's out of balance. But important stuff. And I was talking to Keith, so if you guys are interested, and like if you're local and you hit Rouse Creek or one of the other off-road parks in the area, and you want to have them do the post inspection, I think he said around $75 from them just to go over every nut and bolt of your suspension and stuff like this. And they'll check your diff fluid, make sure you're good there. And if there is any issues, that they'll address it. But if it's something more than just tightening a bolt, well, they're gonna give you some options that you can get them to do here, or you can order it through them and they'll get you set up, get you taken care of. Something to keep in mind, guys. Especially in the colder months. No one wants to be doing this in their driveway in the winter.
Whoa, I've done some stuff in the driveway.
I know, we've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of stuff. I got video footage of me, like 15 degrees outside, laying on the ground underneath the beast.
That's where I installed my light bar and my headlights, was in December snow.
Yep, it's a good times. Well, not all of us, and now that I'm getting older, I don't appreciate that. I'd rather just come do it in a heated garage.
Yeah, me too. I've never appreciated it.
And for $75, man, I think it'd be worth it. For that added peace of mind, right?
Oh yeah. Especially since I've had access to this heated garage.
Right? That's what I was telling Keith. I said I need to get keys like ASAP. Be more weekend videos here at the JP shop.
I have keys.
All right, so now that that's done, that pretty much completes the post off-roading vehicle inspection. Nothing, like I said, out of the realm. Nothing crazy. Nothing was like broken, bent. But that's the type of things that you want to keep an eye out for. Now we're going to install this awesome Factor 55 winch hook in this fairlead. The fairlead's going to be kind of fun because I got a massive Xeon 10 winch, and there's not a lot of real estate in here. Oh,
My finger fits there.
I can touch it.
Me too.
So yeah, there's not a lot of real estate.
I think
to
we
get
can
these
just
bolts.
zip this off and just go. Zoom,
How are we gonna do that again?
zoom.
We're gonna clean this up a little bit, but man, this thing is nice. Factor 55 makes some really, really, really nice stuff. Tracey actually suggested this a long time ago. I'm just a little late to the party.
Apparently.
Don't pull a smitty and push those bolts in. Oh! See, this is why I would hold that down normally, but I got my hands full, as you guys can see. Side. Sweet. Is it spinning? Nope. Where do you see this winch hook? So, look at this bad boy.
I was looking for my Leatherman.
Utility knife.
Yeah. That would have helped me earlier when I opened the other one with the pry bar. Usually there's razor blades all over the shop.
Yeah, normally there's an excessive amount of razor blades.
I couldn't find one today.
Not today.
Steve, what do you call it? A utility knife or a leather knife?
Either or.
Steve, what is this?
That's a Leatherman.
Utility.
Nah, that's a Leatherman, 100% Leatherman. I have one in my gear bag at work.
Because this says Leatherman right on it.
This thing, man, is massive. What? I got red. Match the red.
Candy.
Yeah. I was gonna go blue.
No.
I went red. Is that Snap one? Nah, it's Mac Tools.
I don't know.
Still very expensive. I wouldn't have this at home.
Somebody.
Well, you got the C clip out and the pin slides out. Pretty simple.
And it's really simple to install. So you gotta make sure that it's actually seated in there. As you can tell, it's not 100% seated. We will grab a pick.
Just sort of separate them a little bit. You can almost get like a flat blade and just.
Well, we want to get it up underneath it so we can actually seat it in its proper position. Because you can see that there's a groove in there. Mm-hmm. That's what we're trying to get
Does
it
it need to
into.
go further?
No, I think we're in it.
Okay.
There we go. It's in there.
Very cool.
Now, if you want to grab your winch controller, so we can
Yeah, we need to sink it in, cinch it in.
Steve, you really got this thing dirty.
Yeah, what do we do?
Well, I don't want to touch it now.
Sorry, buddy. You have to touch it.
Oh, it's still muddy.
I don't know what to tell you. We're doing a little bit of wheeling. We actually used the winch for once. Ready?
One more. One more. There you go.
Man, that looks good.
It's perfect.
Closed winching system. Factor 55. You can get that here at the JP shop. I know, I keep saying it, guys, but when you guys order your stuff through the JP shop, you're supporting me, you're supporting Tracey here, Keith, Gabe. you know who we are. We're the ones making these videos, showing you guys how to do these things and stuff. So we want to continue to keep doing that, and for that, you guys supporting us and purchasing your stuff through us, purchasing your AMSOIL. Oop, camera's going limp. Purchasing your AMSOIL through Beast Synthetics, that all helps so we can continue to do this.
I think it looks much better than what we had on there.
Hey, you know when we had clumps of mud, we were talking about clumps of mud? Found some clumps of mud.
Oh yeah, there's a lot in there. I was picking at some of it already.
Chase is gonna be mad at me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're stopping by for the first time, make sure you smash, tap, do something to that subscribe button. Next video, we're gonna be doing a Mishimoto catch can installation and oil change on the RubiBEAST. See you on the next upload. Love you guys.
First crawling for canine, first annual crawling for canines event at Roush Creek.
And we're gonna be installing this Factor 55. We're still, the website is
Bet you want everything to look like it should. And then once you go over your visual inspection, stick your finger in there and see if anything's murky or muggy or anything.